Oman has plans to build a brand new smart city for its residents. This is the Sultan Haitham City. Approximately 14.8 million square meters, the city is located west of the country's capital, Muscat, and it will accommodate 100,000 people with a total of 20,000 units of housing and climate-resistant, naturalistic elements developed around 12 core aims of creating an experience that is affordable, safe, compact, accessible, comfortable, robust, efficient, healthy, and smart. Now, this project is part of the larger Vision 2040 initiative, which has to date seen the construction of the world's largest 3D printing building made with real concrete. The development will begin with the construction of 6 neighborhoods around 1.9 square mile center core and later spreads out along 4.6 miles stretch along till a completion of 2045. Now, we've seen many countries embarked on creating new cities from scratch. Does it actually work? Can it actually be fulfilling? Two of the best examples of this is the UAE and China. For the last few decades, China has embarked on creating new cities. And for China, they enlisted a vision that is now almost impossible to believe. Dubai and Abu Dhabi, they've done similar things. And they've heavily relied on tourism with their futuristic city, their modern way of living, the importance of education and health, but also the importance of attracting talent. While China had an abundance of talent, they simply had to grow their infrastructure to support their large population. On the other hand, you had the UAE with Dubai and Abu Dhabi. They had a small population, so in order to get people in the door in the country, they had to invest heavily in infrastructure development that would drive tourism and conversion attraction for people to actually move to the country. Currently, one of the best places that you can see this happening right now is perhaps Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has recently made plans to embark on a huge, momentous challenge to increase tourism within the Saudi Arabian kingdom, but also to attract talent to the country. So Saudi Arabia wants to do something that China's already done that has been successful, but they also wanted to do it in a new Dubai and Abu Dhabi fashion. By increasing talent and increasing tourism, your country can grow in multiple ways of revenue. You can see this with Saudi Arabia's ambitious goals of creating its Line City. This is a famous one that literally went viral when it was first unveiled. Saudi Arabia has plans to build Neom, an ecological city, a city that would be constructed with biodiversity in mind. But with all its plans, Saudi Arabia has recently struggled to complete a lot of its grand visions. While construction continues on the line, the completion has been adjusted and the length of the line is also being adjusted, which is quite realistic. However, because initially the size of that thing was just unrealistic. Now, for Oman to create a new city, this is actually a really interesting approach. I'll explain why. Oman is at a long time of staying under the radar. They have the wealth, they have the oil, they have the money to create the tallest buildings in the world, the craziest attraction, yet they haven't done that. Instead, they focus heavily on improving local infrastructure, improving the house quality for residents, improving the living of standards, all while staying under the radar. But while improving the visuals of their city, the capital Muscat is actually incredibly beautiful as it stands today, proving that you don't need to be outlandishly ridiculous to accomplish something remarkable. You can accomplish remarkable things simply by doing it the right way and staying under the radar. In other words, doing all of this but remaining humble as possible. See for yourself, Oman has actually taken the deliberation, instead of destroying its natural landscape, integrate within it. Integrate within your local environment and develop it in such a way that it doesn't need to be destroyed. You can create a beautiful city in what people didn't expect. And they've been doing this at very highly successful rates. Now with this new plan, this will actually extend this vision, also while driving tourism to the country. The country is known for its remarkable cleanness. That is without a doubt will continue to be a significant attraction for the country and its pupils. Even at night, the country simply looks wonderful. So this is what's perhaps most exciting about this new city that's being constructed. It is the fact that Oman would like to continue with its way of doing things. It's a humble, beautiful, low-key way of creating cities, architecture, living standards, infrastructure, all while integrating in the future world that is to come and the future world that is currently here. But can they keep their tradition? Can they keep their traditional way of doing things? And this is what they aim to do. I think with a vision like this, it is more than accomplishable. You can already see within the plan, this actually fits within the landscape. In fact, I cannot point at a single skyscraper that is planned. Instead, what you might notice is that there's quite a lot of mosque due to the religion popularity, and that's a good thing for the residents. They're beautiful buildings, however, they're not too tall. The communal spaces, they want to make sure that these are places that people can actually go out to enjoy life. People want to go outside, not stuck indoor all the time. This is imperative. This is critical. To the happiness of their citizens, having an outdoor space is incredibly important. They understand this and they intend to keep this continually. Now, Oman's Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning says that it's an urban expansion of the capital city of Muscat, with a substantial size, a clear aim, and feasible implementation strategy. But of course, the new city is not all about quantity, but also about quality. And that is the thing that has really impressed me with this, is Oman's insistence to continue with quality instead of quantity. And that is something I do like. This is something that I can look forward to. This is a place I would like to visit someday. Now, as expected, the city will be powered by renewable energy and solar power. The development is also seated around a wadi or dried riverbed. This will be rewilded and greened into a new park with shaded areas and public spaces. And like I said, this is incredible. So if anything, they're doing something that is beneficial to the local environment by reviving an existing waterway, an existing what used to be a river perhaps, reviving it in such a way that it provides quality to the life of those around it. The future of the city is very much connected to its past, where we are balancing passive strategy typically founded in local planning and architecture with cutting-edge technology. For instance, self-shaded street with natural airflow. They're amplified with smart infrastructure to monitor environmental factors such as air quality, water management. In this way, the combination of low-tech and high-tech strategy ensures that the growth is sustainable and rooted in cultural heritage. Pay attention to what has been said. Everything that has been said is keeping the culture alive, allowing it to thrive, creating something that can be a good balance, instead of something that will completely upset the ecosystem of the country that is actually doing very well. Now, at the heart of the new city, the parks also act as an organization mechanism. It links 4 green pedestrian spines that catalyze the city's 19th neighborhoods, and it provides access for residents to park, open space, and amenities all within walking distance of their homes. The architectures of the city consist of culturally sensitive and energy-efficient buildings of mixed density and typology. Every home is located near the route designed to accommodate public transportation, smart forms of mobility, as well as walking and cycling along shaded paths. For Oman, it is important that they use the advancement in technological solutions for a better quality of life. Working towards Oman 2050 goal to reach net zero carbon emission, the new city is designed to minimize its ecological footprint, all while enhancing the quality of life for its residents. This will be achieved through several strategies, including harnessing solar energy as renewable energy source, implementing waste to energy system, treating wasteful water for reuse, and implementing a comprehensive sustainable strategy that promotes material reuse and recycling. So that is heavily focused. You can clearly see within these images that the focus on futuristic technology is actually quite high, all while making sure that it doesn't disrupt the culture, that the fact that the people need to live in a sustainable way without having hassles is actually quite important to them. So I want to know, what do you think about this new city that's being constructed in Oman? Do you think it fits the country? Do you think the approach is correct? I look forward to any of your comments. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment. And I will see you in our next video.